The victim's head wound was post-mortem. Sebastian. And the candelabra dealt the fatal blow. Estimated time of death is late last night. Oh, what is it, Justine? Well, I do appreciate your enthusiasm. Perhaps you should give your tongue a rest. You might pull a muscle. That would be painful indeed. Nice. Anyways, it's quite clear now. Kay Faraday must be arrested. What? What's the big idea, pal? It's just as he says, Detective. The culprit is Miss Kay Faraday. You literally have no fucking proof. Literally zero. The young lady in bandages over there, although she's not wearing her usual attire. Are you not Miss Kay Faraday? And what would you do if she is Kay? If you're going to arrest her, then I will resist by any means necessary. That I guarantee you. I am now convinced. The doubts surrounding your suitability as a prosecutor were indeed warranted. It's fine, Mr. Edgeworth. You can go. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. What are you saying, Kay? You can't just go along with him, pal. But I don't remember anything. What if I really did kill that woman, then forgot about it? If that's true... Acknowledgement is the goddess's mercy, and atonement is her will. Fuck off, bitch. The goddess of law will surely praise you for your prudence. Sebastian and Judge Courtney. If you believe she is the culprit, on what basis do you make your accusations? Unless I'm completely convinced by your explanation, I will not obey your orders. Fine, have it your way. Now sit tight and listen to the perfect reasoning of Debeste. Debeste logic. Why we suspect Kay? I am the best in the world. No one else can do what I do. Yes, that's why I was the first to realize that Kay Faraday is the culprit. He's fucking copying Justine's thing. She broke into the meeting room in order to steal something. In other words, she's the only one who could have killed Miss Gray. Couldn't have gotten in here, dumb fuck. This logic is as awful as ever, sir. Harsh words. Coming from you, detective. I asked for some basis to your claims, yet your reasoning has told me absolutely nothing. However, we have no evidence to prove she didn't do it either. What? We live in a country, innocent till proven guilty. Don't worry, Kay. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle. You think my deductions are some kind of miracle work? You better not disappoint me. Understand, Miles Edgeworth? Because if you do, this whip of mine won't stay silent. Thank you. I like Kay more. Why we say, I mean, it's just so fucking stupid. First to realize it, of fucking course. I just like, no. I don't have the thingy that says like, oh, you can only enter here. Okay, so. To steal something. Steal what exactly? That, What Kay Faraday tried to steal was a file. Its contents, to be exact, an investigation report regarding Prosecutor Edgeworth. What? Do you have any evidence to prove she needed something like that? I'm not the one who needs to present evidence. What? You made the claim! You made the claim! You have to establish evidence. What? Oh my fucking god. Yeah, he shot him. You have to disprove it. What? Yes. I suppose that may be true. What? At any rate, Sebastian, please continue your reasoning. This is ridiculous. Is she? Do you have any evidence to prove that no one else but Kay could have committed the crime? Nope. Let me tell you what would be the best thing for you to do. Look into any other possible suspects besides Kay right now, post-haste. Best thing for me to do. Look into any other possible suspects. According to the preliminary reports, there were no traces of anyone else besides her. Even so, isn't it too premature to declare that she's the culprit? Declaring that she isn't so early into the investigation is a little premature as well, isn't it not? If only had evidence that could prove Kay's innocence. Good grief. There's a limit to how much you can falsely accuse someone. It's fine, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have to. I mean, this fucking proves she was there, but not really late at night. I guess, like, what I'd do is, like, present this and that she actually, like, couldn't have done it. Like, she wouldn't have been the only one to do it. But not Kay, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Mr. Edgeworth? Kay couldn't have murdered Miss Crane. If I can just prove that, she will be cleared of suspicion. Can I fucking just present this? I feel like it would be the key card. Oh, okay, it's not. Mr. Debeste, there's a contradiction. It would prove that she can't do it, but whatever. Maybe, like, not here, but this one rather. Put the key card. I mean, it's gotta be the key card. Thank you. Okay, cool. Good talk. Fuck. It certainly sounds like you are quite familiar with this room. I would have just done either one. It should have counted, but whatever. The best man for the job should know all about the best places. Unfortunately, it seems that you are not the best man for the job. Are you mocking me? Yes. That's for you to decide. You didn't even know about this keycard, did you? Of course I know about that. You needed to enter this room. Huh? Was it really needed? The foolish fool simply doesn't know when to give up. Ow. Sebastian, do you really suspect Kay? That's right. She's the only one who could have done it. Well then, allow me to ask you. Since this room can only be entered by using a key card, how did she enter the room without one? She probably used this and that and, Oh, did you pull a muscle? Allow me to explain then. The door could only be opened by the members of the PIC, which means... Yes, that's correct. She conceded so easily. Take a look at this. It's a record of this room that I investigated just a while ago. At 12:52 a.m., the door was open using Miss Crane's keycard. Who used the other one? What? It's probable. Wait, what? We're just gonna gloss over the fact who was the other person at 10:15 that entered here? User ID 32461983. Hello? Oh, so this would have been like 3 hours after Kay was here? No shot, dude. That's crazy. Oh, not more than fucking 3 hours. Holy shit. This was at midnight? Or 1 a.m.? That was at 9. God, we're talking 4 hours? No way. That the killer entered the room together with the victim, Miss Crane. After entering, the situation must have soured, leading to the murder. Your logic holds, but it is still merely conjecture. And it will imply that the killer and the victim were acquainted. No way, pal, Kay doesn't even know the victim. Oh shit, don't show him the letter, don't show him the letter, don't show them the letter. This is merely an assumption on your part, unless you have any evidence to prove your claim. Evidence is everything, in court and at the crime scene. Without it, your argument is invalid. In that case, I trust that you have evidence to prove that Kay and the victim were connected. Of course. What? This letter was discovered by Dr. Young in Miss Crane's breast pocket. The victim's belongings. Why'd she withhold such vital evidence until now? Because that's how all prosecutors work here. Could it be she was waiting for the perfect time to reveal it? Come to think of it. and the candelabra dealt the fatal blow. Estimated time of death is late last night. What is it, Justine? While I do appreciate your enthusiasm, perhaps you should give your tongue a rest. You might pull a muscle. I'll read it for you. To Miss Crane, thank you so much for helping with my plan. I'm glad that we can help each other get what we want. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Please get revenge for 12 years ago. Kay. In other words, Kay Faraday and Miss Crane were accomplices. They probably planned to steal something from this room. Preposterous. Wait, that means the main culprit is. It's still Kay Faraday, of course. It just means her crimes have increased by yet 1 more. Victim's letter. It's like such a setup. The main culprit? Don't believe her, Kay! It's all a bunch of nonsense! There's no way Kay would do something like that. Nonsense? Not at all. The evidence speaks for itself. Wouldn't you agree? I knew that they wouldn't suspect Kay unless they had some sort of proof, but to think they would actually have such decisive evidence. Nicely done, Justine. Thank you very much. Your explanation is still insufficient. I cannot accept such an argument. Sebastian, would you please leave this to me? Alright, and make sure you shut Mr. Edgeworth up once and for all. I can't allow their allegations to gain any more momentum. I must turn it around here. Just don't show her mine. Don't show her mine. The relationship between Kay and Miss Crane is as documented in the letter. She wrote Miss Crane into assisting her with her plan. However, for some reason, their partnership broke down. Miss Crane was murdered, but with her dying breath, she managed to retaliate. What? Her parting gift is this letter, which she tucked safely away in her left breast pocket. She retaliated. Her testimony's even better than before. Maybe the most perfect it's ever been, sir. Are you gonna be alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, I mean, we have our own letter. Like, it just sounds like she's doing it by herself here. Yes, of course. How unsightly, Miles Edgeworth. Save your stoic act for some other time. Miss Von Karma, just whose side are you on? I'm on nobody's side, Scruffy. When searching for the truth, it's best not to take sides. Watch what you say, Miss Von Karma, or else Mr. Debeste is gonna... Best, you say? Well, I can tell that the side I'm on is always the best. How irritating. Well, I suppose that's one thing we can agree on. It doesn't really document much. And just what kind of relationship did Kay have with the victim? In the letter she wrote, thank you so much for helping with my plan. The relationship should be quite obvious. That's right. I would like to hear about Kay's alleged plan in more detail. Just as she wrote in the letter, she wanted to steal something. What's more, the sender of the letter is Kay Faraday, so it's obvious who the main culprit is. Handwriting analysis? That letter could have easily been forged. It doesn't prove that she planned to steal anything. If memory serves me right, wasn't she a great thief? That's irrelevant. She's taking a break at the moment. I doubt there's any thief who would inform a prosecutor about their upcoming crimes. She would. Perhaps she simply returned to her trade without you knowing. You avoided the handwriting. I suppose I have no means of denying that possibility. Kay Faraday planned the theft and Miss Crane got caught up in it. I'd say, like, present my own letter. No, okay. And say, like, oh no, it was, like, clear that Jill was not being roped in. However, I won't bow that back down so easily. She's not like Debeste. Why'd it break down? For some reason, you say. It seems it's probably pretty important. I'm sure the reason will become clear upon further investigation, but more importantly, there is no evidence to prove that Kay Faraday did not commit this crime. You can't- oh my god, you can't prove a negative! It's not like there's, oh, this DNA here proves that she wasn't here. No, it just means that it wasn't her DNA. Like, there's no proof. Unless there's, like, literal video, I guess. When she's not there, but even then you can just argue it's fake. Different time. Fuck. Well, there is some evidence to suggest that she committed a crime. None of it can truly be called decisive evidence. What about the letter that shows their complicity? And the scene of the crime? That's literally not nearly enough. I think it's fair to say we cannot decisively rule out the possibility that she committed the crime. Yeah, but you can't rule it in. As in she just did it. I don't get that part. Do you have any evidence to prove that Kay was the murderer? Haven't you been listening? We've been saying that this letter is the evidence. Oh. And where in the letter does it say that she planned to murder the victim? Ha! Got him. Well, that's, I've got it. It's a hidden message written in invisible ink that can only be read by heating it up. Sebastian, I wouldn't get your hopes up for anything like that. There is, of course, evidence that points to her as the criminal. We searched the victim's left breast pocket as well, but... You found nothing, I presume? Naturally, the officer who found the letter immediately brought it to the best man on the scene. The letter was safely tucked away in her left breast pocket, right above her heart. I believe this letter carries Miss Crane's will for the criminal to be arrested. That, actually, is impossible. There's currently 3 fucking holes in her chest. Where is it? Where, like, there's gonna be a fucking hole in there. Okay, yeah, this one. I have no interest in your beliefs. What I'm interested in is the truth. You said that the letter was in the left breast pocket of the victim, correct? I swear by the goddess of law, there are no lies or mistakes in my statement. The letter was indeed discovered inside the victim's left breast pocket. The victim had been stabbed in the left chest area where the letter was hidden. This may very well be an important clue. I don't think that Kay wrote the letter. But unless I can draw out more information here, that thought means nothing. I should start by pressing her for more details. Really? Can you show me on this picture where the letter was that avoided getting stabbed and having any holes in it? The victim held on to the truth until her dying breath, a truly touching story. The voices of the dead are soft. One must listen carefully to hear their dying wishes. And Miss Crane has spoken. Kay Faraday is the culprit. Perhaps the voices you have been hearing are actually the whispers of the devil. Hey, don't make fun of Justine. Let's listen to the voice of reason. Judge Courtney, please take a look at this autopsy report. There's no need. I remember it perfectly. The victim was stabbed in the left breast. No, it can't be. The letter was found in the victim's left breast pocket. That's where the victim was stabbed with the candelabra, right, sir? Precisely. It would have been possible to stab her without... It wouldn't have been possible to stab her without piercing the letter as well. So that begs the question. Why was the letter found in the victim's pocket? It's simple. It was placed there after the victim was murdered and to throw suspicion onto Kay. And somebody intentionally wanted to create this very situation. In other words, there exists the possibility that the letter was forged by the true culprit. No. Why are you angry? What? I thought you wanted justice. The real murderer tried to pin the crime on Kay. That is the only explanation for the letter. True. In doing so, the murderer ended up digging their own grave, right, sir? The culprit is Kay Faraday. The letter was, it was actually found in the victim's other pocket. Oh, what are you saying, pal? Oh, so we're just lying now. Just making shit up. The officer's report was wrong when he said the letter was in her left pocket. It was actually in the, ow. A foolish fool who continues to make a fool of himself. Is there no cure for your foolishness? Why do you keep whipping me? And quit calling me a fool. Ow. I saved you the trouble of punishing him yourself. Indeed. I had no intention of punishing him. The letter is stained with blood, no doubt because it was found in the left breast pocket. There couldn't have been an error in the officer's report. Unless you say you are the investigator. Say something, Justine! Yeah, get fucked, bitch. I see, you have no objections. Well then, allow me to continue. There's one more potential suspect in this case. Don't be ridiculous, the killer entered this very room. Yes. There wasn't anyone else who did that besides Kay, Faraday, and the victim. To enter the meeting room, one needs a keycard. And their reasoning assumes that the murderer and the victim entered the room together. This is what we overlooked, and if we just discard that assumption, then... This evidence reveals that the other suspect, besides Kay. Yeah, keycard record. It literally shows someone else entering this room. Also, I don't know, like, how this one works, because there is one. Which I need a bigger log than just fucking 2 people. I guess only 2 people entered April 4th. But I want to know if there's like a log out or not. That's important. This is the keycard record Judge Courtney handed me earlier. The victim's keycard was used at 12:52 a.m. and there was one more person who also used a keycard. They should have a log of everyone with a keycard. So you're saying this person was waiting to ambush the victim inside the meeting room? The keycard was used at 10:15 p.m. I wouldn't say it's impossible. It's sooner than fucking Kay was here. Jesus. No, it's impossible. What makes you say that, pal? You got any proof? Of course I do. I myself am that proof. Oh my god, she's a fucking murderer! I was the one who used that keycard after all. Is there something strange about a PIC member entering the PIC meeting room? Yeah, it is, because someone fucking died in here. Awkward. I want you arrested. That proves nothing. The fact that you are in here at all makes you a suspect. Or do you perhaps any evidence that you didn't kill your colleague? Bitch. Such nonsense. What would I gain by murdering her? What would Kay gain by murdering her? Allow me to reiterate what you said earlier. I'm sure it will all become clear upon further investigation. Bitch. Why would I, a faithful servant of the law, commit a crime? I don't care. True enough, I entered this room. However, that alone is not reason enough to suspect me of a crime. Yeah, it is. If that's the case, please tell me why you entered this room. I had some business to take care of, and some preparations had to be made. At 10 p.m.? What preparations? Preparations? That sounds pretty suspicious, pal. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose what these preparations were. However, I'm sure you could hazard a guess, Prosecutor Edgeworth. What's your point? So she was preparing for my hearing. She must have gathered all the necessary materials to take away my prosecutor's badge. Wonderful! Wonderful! It's good to see young people go head-to-head so ruthlessly. Who is that? I don't know who's talking. What? Ew. That takes me back. When I was young, I'd always butt heads with this brash detective. And then one day, oh god, he's wringing out his beard. He disappeared. I hope he's still doing well. Oh, and here come the waterworks. Chairman Debeste. Oh my god, that's his dad? Oh, Jesus. What? Did she just say Debeste? Hello, Courtney. You sure are full of energy today. And if it isn't little Von Karma, look how much you've grown since I last saw you. Sir, it's been quite a while. A curtsy? You don't have to treat me like some sort of stranger, you know? God, his face looks so freaky. Remember back in the old days, when you'd sit on my lap and call me Unky Bobo? Here I go again. Oh, how I cried back then. Pops, what are you doing here? A member of the PIC was killed. I heard that you were in charge of the case. What kind of prosecutor is followed around by his own father? Hold your tongue. Do you have any idea who this man is? Chairman of the PIC, former chief prosecutor. He's the right hand of the goddess of law. No, Courtney. I'm just an old chunk of coal. There's no reason to speak so highly of me. Please excuse my subordinate's behavior. I am Prosecutor Edgeworth, isn't it? Along with his trusty sidekick, Dick Gumshoe. Ew. I am Blaze Debeste. I am the proud father of that idiot over there. Wow, okay, Dick. Jesus. When that boy was born, me and the missus there were happy as can be, you see. But now I don't even know where she's gone to. Pops, you need a handkerchief? Yes, Sebastian is an idiot. But he's such a good boy, you know. I mean, he's an idiot, but only I can call him an idiot. Quite the doting father and son. Now then, Courtney, how's the investigation going? Sir, we've established that the culprit is Kay Faraday. We are currently focusing our efforts. Wrong! There are too many uncertainties in the case. It's impossible to determine that she's the culprit. Surely you haven't forgotten the matter of the letter. I already told you. It was just a simple mistake. The letter was in another pocket. Ow! You talk too much. No. Let's play nice, everyone. Just calm down. I'm sorry that you had to witness such an unsightly scene, Mr. Chairman. God, he is so evil. Don't apologize, Courtney. I can follow everyone's logic. Well, except Sebastian's, that is. Hey, Pops. Chairman Debeste, I am a prosecutor. What a fucking cunt. My duty is to bring criminals to justice. Why is everyone in the PIC a fucking cunt? However, I won't make someone out to be a criminal without sufficient motive and evidence. Why are you sweating so much? I haven't heard about you and your relationship with the suspect. I've heard about the relationship with you and your suspect, you know. To share such a strong bond. Gates assisted the police in arresting criminals countless times, pal. There are too many facets on this case that remain unexplored. I see. The bonds of youth are wonderful, a wonderful thing indeed. What? But that is that, and this is this, you know? What's that supposed to mean? The prosecutor's office needs to resolve this case as quickly as possible. I mean, just think of all the other cases that are piling up. There's no time to waste here. It's unfortunate, but you understand, right, Edgeworth? What? Now then, Kay Faraday. I'd like to arrest you now. Okay. He is the fucking killer. She said she saw someone in a red fucking coat. It was his ass fucking red coat. He's the fucking murderer. No, I won't let you. Kay's innocent, pal. To defy Chairman Debeste is to defy the law. It would be a grave act of disloyalty. In other words, hearing won't be needed. Are you prepared to lose your prosecutor's badge? That's... Mr. Edgeworth, I don't have a badge. You can't do that. Using a prosecutor's badge as a shield. What does the PIC come to? Okay. You haven't done anything wrong. True. Mr. Edgeworth, it was only for a short time, but thank you for everything. I need more from you. I'm sorry I turned out to be a criminal. You. The only thing you're guilty of is stealing my heart. You'll make sure to impart your confession to the goddess of law. Which I do. When I was young, I wanted to become a defense attorney, like my father. Someone who can fight to save those in need. And right now, this badge is holding me back. A mere badge for that life of a dear friend. For the life of a dear friend. I don't even have to consider it.